Hi guys, welcome back to Vintology by Lola. How are you guys? Hope you're having a good Saturday. I thought I'd share another journal that I made. I did oops on this one though, you guys. See this little chunky monkey? Well, I thought, well, this is just so much fun and I'm just adding so much stuff to it. It was supposed to go into this because the last one that I made, I sold, which I was very excited to do. And this was some of the lace that I had got at the thrift store in a bag and found out that it was Parisian and it was like from the 1920s. And this is Stamperia's rose paper. So I just did the pocket that basically it's from the large lunch bag from Walmart. I talked about that in one of my other videos, so I won't bore you with that. So then I just decoupaged it with different papers, and this is just so much fun to do. I just love it. And so this was ready to go, and I had done a little sewing on it, and I thought, okay, this is great. Now I'm going to do the inside book. Well, by the time I got done with the inside book, there is no way that this sucker is going in here. So I think I might give this away for part of my giveaway. So we'll wait and see, okay? So let me show you what I made. I attempted to make kind of a traveler's notebook or a slimline one, and I'm not sure if I like it or not, only because I sewed in my signature and then I kind of went a little crazy. I probably should have done more than one signature. So let's just go through this. This is a part of a placemat, and I just ripped it apart and I dyed it, and so I just put that on there, and I like that because it just happened to go with all the colors in this journal. And again, I used Stamperia Rose, and I don't think it's made anymore, but I'm not sure. The other thing that I want to tell you, I just found a new product, and maybe it's not new to some of you, but I kind of like the stenciling thing. And so I was walking around Joann's and I found this. It's by Folk Art and it's called Design Cream. Okay, it's a matte finish, and you put it on. It's really like, it's like souffle. It reminds me of souffle, just the texture of it. So it's really creamy, and it's just really nice. It works really well, and they had, I'm gonna guess, about 12 colors. I'm sorry, I was coffee staining. My hands look horrible, you guys, so don't look at those. But it was so much fun to work with. So I did a couple things for this journal, and I'll show you. But oh my gosh, it was so nice. You didn't have to dye it. So I chose pink just because so much of my stuff has some pink in it. And then you could actually go over it and distress it too. So if you wanted to look a different pink, or you want to use a different ink, they did have white. But like I said, oh my gosh, blue, brown, yellow, they had so many colors. I think it's a little pricey. I used a coupon, it was $8.99, but it was really fun to work with. So anyway, wanted to show you that. Okay, so I started out with just a very thick brown bag, industrial size. I mean, industrial weight, so it was super heavy. So that's what I used and sewed on my fabric. So here's the front, and it's got the paper, and I did a lace seam or binding, and then I just took a green doily, cut it apart, took some applique, some old buttons, had this picture in my stash. This is a Timmy Holtz frame. I did a garment button with a garment pin with a button and some charms. I did, gosh, this flower is a gazillion years old in my stash. And this was Timmy's, one of his word tiles, and I just pinked it up. And then I just found some stickers that I had that had numbers, and I put 1943. And then here's the back, and I just put a really pretty pink velvet piece of ribbon on the back. And that was absolutely a mistake because that was supposed to go on the front, but it actually worked out pretty well to make it in the back. Okay, so when you open it up, we open it up, and it actually has a flip out. So it flips out like that, and I kept it really simple because I really liked the paper, and I thought this would be really great for journaling. Here are some postcards, and the postcards are also from the paper line. The butterfly was from the paper line, and I stenciled it, and then I inked it up with a little bit of green because I wanted a little bit of this green. And then this is a flower that I made and put a whole bunch of layers, and thought that was fun for the inside of the butterfly. First page, part of a file folder, a doily, one of Tim's words, and then I just stitched around it, and then just put that on the back. Teeny tiny little journaling space, has fabric and lace, and then avocado dyed paper in it. Just take a couple notes. This is from an old, like, gosh, I'm going to say 1930s. I found an old typing manual at the thrift store, and I ripped that apart. And then I just put a ticket on there. I just put a little stitched pocket on here and used another piece of Timmy and put that on. Backed it with some more of the paper, and this paper is just gorgeous. So it's really hard to open it all the way because it's so full. So that would be something to learn for the next time, that maybe perhaps I need to make more than one signature. So here's some hymnal music. Here's a pocket I made, and here is one of the stencils that I did using the design cream. Oh my gosh, is that not gorgeous? And it's just perfect. So I just used the paper, stenciled it, stitched it, and put on a little fabric tabby thing. And I just love the way that turned out. It was just really what it needed. And this, and that was on, obviously that was on coffee dyed paper. Just a sweet little poem about friends and another tag. And this one I just did, I did another stencil, and I just put grateful, more of the paper. And I just made like a little library pocket here. Okay, and then I had sewn and made my own ruffles, and those were fun to make too, guys. Gosh, those are fun. Those get addicting. Here's another doily. Just some cardstock delivery. I did some of the wax seals. This one says with love. And here's the shorthand page. Here is more music. I did a belly band of lace, and then I put snapshots and glued that on there. This is an envelope from the paper, and it says best kind of friends. Stitched that whole thing and just put a little card in there. So that turned out really super sweet. And then I, of course, love the green graph paper, or ledger paper, I guess, not really graph paper. I did a glassine bag that I had avocado dyed, and I put another tag. This is kind of my journal of pockets. This one has an incredible amount of pockets. I don't know what they kind of took over. So here's one of my little, and I just stapled it with Timmy's little miniature stapler. And I just put some lace and a little old stamp and some gems and a cutout from Artie Mays she's got a bunch of words, and I just cut them out and use them when I need them. Then here's another dictionary page. And on the back of the dictionary page, I put this, and this was the top layer of an old card. And so it's made out of vellum. So I just took it and I just folded it. And then inside of it, I stuck just, I don't know if I can get it out here, pictures of old girls, and I just backed it. So that was just something cute to stick in there. And then this is an actual side pocket. And inside of that, I just put an old pink, I needed some pink. This is just an old credit memorandum. And then I put on a piece of Tim's ephemera with the butterflies and the flowers. And just thought that was cute to stick in there. Over here, I just made this like in the last day, and because I needed something on this page. This page was super plain, and it was actually from Lori Girl on the Ridge, and she showed how to make these little pockets. And so then I just took some tape, some old age tape that I had made, and another one of my Artie Mays little words, and then I put it in a postcard. And then I had taken one of Tim Holt's word tiles, and I had stripped off all the cardboard and made it super thin, and then inked it up, and then I put a fabric calico and some lace on the side down this page. Okay. Then when you flip it over, this is one of those corner tucks where you can journal inside of here. A little ticket and another postcard, and that's on the avocado dyed paper. This was from My Porch Prints. This was one of the few pieces that I used that were not in this collection. It just went perfect. So I put a piece in the middle, and I put this on, and then I put that on the back, so it was front and back. It was a postcard. And then I just took one of Timmy's tags and stuck it in there, and thought that was cute. because it kind of goes with all the colors. And then this is just some more avocado dyed paper. And then this was just a piece that I was just playing around like on a sandwich bag, a brown sandwich bag. And I put that on there just because I really liked it. And then I put a paper clip on that was gifted to me. This side is more avocado dyed paper, an old sticker, some of Timmy's teeny tiny little text words, and one of his bird ephemera pieces. I thought that was cute. Then this is the other dictionary page, and then I cut this out. It's one of Tim's wildflowers, and I just stuck that on because it was kind of plain. Over here is the other side of my glassine bag, and I just dolled it up with some lace, a little girl, a heart. I put some pink lace down here, and it's got a little pull-out tag, and at the top of the tag I just put a ticket to put as kind of like a little pulley. Okay, so there's that. And then over here, this is another example of the cream and the stencil. So I just did that on the paper. Love that. And then I did flowers up at the top, and I'm sure we all have that. I think it's from Hobby Lobby, and I just had a small piece, and I thought, oh, that's perfect. So I put that on. Here is some more music paper, more cutouts from the paper line. These I can't remember. I have these in like 4 different colors: blue, black, red, and it's a downloadable, and I can't remember if it's Artie Mays or if it's My Porch Prints, but love those. Those are fun. A shorthand page with some old stamps on it. Here's just, I love this die. This is one of my favorite dies, and it just happened to go with everything in this book. So I just put one on a piece of cardstock and put a butterfly on it that was pink. I just love that page. Here's another one of my stenciled pieces, and this was on a brown lunch bag. And then I just put the word flowers in there, and then I did a round tag because these were part of the paper line too. They had circles, and so I just thought, oh, okay. And then I put some of the velvet on there, stitched it, did both sides of flowers. And that was just something a little bit different than always everything square. Okay, then this is part of an envelope that you can turn into a tuck spot. Another one of my little vial labels, another flower that I made. And this was another, I was just trying the stencils on everything. So this was just on a magazine page from an old cutout, and it was like all plants and stuff. And then I just love this chubby little boy because they were talking about blocks and how they, it's so good for kids and stuff. And so I just thought that was so cute. And so then I just put this in there for something for you to put pictures or journal or whatever, but that was fun. And then it just goes perfect with the paper too. So then put that in there. And then here is, this is made from 2 envelopes that have a see-through window. And I think, is it Treasure Books? Someone had a video on how to do this, and I just dinked around and played with it. This is actually just an old sticker I had. And then I put one of Tim's words on it, and I collaged it, and then so you can see the inside too. So it's not perfect because you want this to be the same on both sides, but it wasn't, but I thought it's still fine. And then I just took a printout of an old receipt that I printed on vellum and stuck that in there for a pocket. More pink. And you see the theme is kind of pink, yeah. That was on coffee dyed paper, and then I did a coffee dyed paper little memorandum, something to write on, and then another one of my vial labels, and that was on music paper, and I put some cheesecloth on it. Just a little clock with a pearl and a little postcard, and I did vintage lace down the side of that. And then I took a doily and I just folded it at the bottom and put it over the other side of the typewriter sheet, and this was just another cutout from the paper. And here's another tiny little envelope. It was paper that I had stenciled, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I turned it into a little pocket and put another teeny tiny little postcard in there, which is really cute. And I just left the pocket open. And then this was a page that I made from a really small file folder that I found at a garage sale. And it had numbers on it, and then I just put some vintage lace to make it a pocket. And this is I put a dictionary page down, And then I put a napkin over it and I decoupaged it, and then I just put some fabric up at the top. So that's just a really cute tag that goes with all the roses for this. And then this is the last page, and I just left that plain, and it's also got a pocket in here. And then this is my favorite. This was me trying, I have a Tim Holtz small alphabet stencil, and I've never used it, and I thought this would be kind of fun, so I just did it in the pink, and then I found a picture in my stash of these girls, and then I put happiness is best friends, and then I just put some pink lace, and so I put some this really cool, I don't know, it's not really rickrack, but it's got threads of gold through it, which kind of went with the background of the picture, and a little lace and the flowers. I just really like the way that tag turned out. It was so cute. Very simple. So that is my latest and greatest, guys. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you'll try some of this paste. It was really fun. Like I said, a little more on the expensive side than what I wanted to pay, but it was definitely worth buying and having fun doing. Now, just want to do a heads up. I have a week left until my challenge is over. If you haven't seen that, there's a video. You can go look at it, and you can see what the deal is. If you think you're going to be a couple days late, that's fine. But I'm really not extending it because my school is going back to school. So I need to get myself prepared for distant learning as well as in the classroom learning, because who knows how long we'll be open. So I need to finish up the challenge, draw for the prizes, and get them sent out. So with that being said, I appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please think about doing that. And I just appreciate you taking the time on a Saturday to come and watch my video. So I will talk to you sooner than later, guys. Thanks. Bye.